Guys, every time someone jump a close guard, make sure you count weight. You know what I mean? If he's jump close guard, you can't go forward. You have to count the weight, right? So he jump close guard. Sorry, he jump close guard. Sorry, you can't walk forward, right? So he jump close guard. He jump close guard. Kind of weight back, you know what I mean? But so you're still gonna have to hold his weight. But then, like when you come your weight back, it's better than just holding for all his weight. So let's remember this. So after he jump close guard, as soon as you pop his guard open, he's gonna go to one of the legs. Usually your both legs gonna be parallel, so he can choose either one. He's gonna choose the one that he prefer, because both legs right there. So he chooses his side. So as soon as he goes there, I just pull it out. If he goes on this one, I pull this out too. The same way I pull one, I pull the other one. But I'm not running from him, I'm not getting away from him, I'm just pull it out, and just keep looking at him. If you just keep chasing, you can see he comes, right? So he jump again, he goes on the other side, I pull it out, I pull this leg, I pull two legs, and I pull this one, that's the one that I wish to leave the front, so I can pull third time, again. Just like, I remember, that's my lead leg, so I'm gonna leave this one on the front, right? So always remember, like, it doesn't matter which one you pull, remember which one you're gonna leave in the front. Because later, doesn't matter you save from the first escape, you escape from the first attack, you're safe, but then you end up with the wrong leg in the front. You don't feel good to like a defend or attack with that wrong leg. So remember, you defend yourself, but if that's not your strong leg, go back to your wrong leg. So find your stance as soon as possible. He's already on his back now, guys. If he's on his back, I have an option to pass his guard. And I have an option to be very safe so he doesn't attack my legs. And my option would be like, stay far away. If I'm not even that close, my leg is even farther. I'm not on top of him, I'm like on the outside. So if my arms, my head, it's this close, my legs probably is even far away from him. So this is safe. This is safe, but I'm not getting too close to him. So I have just one option to pass his guard, just from the outside, I just keep circle around, or go on the other way around. So I have to have option. Because sometimes you're not that much better than him that you can just beat him with just one option. You have to keep playing the option. You go one side, you go the other side, you go in between, you go across, and then you keep changing, and then finally you make where you need to. So if you want to have options, you need to be able to step forward. You need to be able to kind of like approach him close. Close, because the closer you are, more he can attack me, but also I can attack him because I'm close. And I have the option to go outside, and I have the option to go in between, right? So I'm not in a close guard anymore, but if I step forward and I don't feel safe, any moment he comes to my leg, I have to pull it out. When I say I have to pull it out, I don't have to pull it out right away, but I have to pull it out when I feel oh, it's getting too dangerous, I pull it out. And then remember, which leg you're gonna leave in the front, right? So I'm not in the close guard, but he can do the same thing. He can pull the other side. So he can go again the same side. So I can just pull it out, just go back to the leg that you feel comfortable. So every time you approach him, if he starts attacking my leg, he goes over here, you can decide when you want to pull your leg out. So if you pull it out too soon, go back. If you pull it out too soon, he's too far away from you. You pull your leg, but he's too far because you pull out too close. Obviously, you've been careful, being more defending. Yes, but you can't attack right away because he's so far away. So we have to start get comfortable. You get a little closer, he goes. You can let him get a little closer, and then you can try to attack. Any moment, you can pull it out. If you don't feel like I'm getting too tangled, I'm getting stuck, pull it out. And when I say pull it out, it's not kicking out, not kicking back, pulling up. I'm almost hitting my knee on my chest because I'm pulling a lot of weight. My leg probably is not gonna come out slipping out. Probably he's gonna have some weight. I have to pull my leg from his arms. And I'm pulling in a direction, there's not much resistance. There's the gravity, but I'm not pulling against his arm. One more time, please. I'm not pulling against his arm. I'm not pulling against his leg. There's some resistance, but it's most like less resistance. That's because there's not much like grip, so he can pull down. There's some weight, but you have to pull it out. So starting from the close guard, as soon as he opens, he goes on my leg, he goes on the elbow, and then you can start walking from there. He starts on his back. He's on his back. I step forward as soon as he goes. Pull it out as long as you feel. Pull it out when you feel like you start getting danger. But make sure you always stay safe. But if you pull out too soon, you're not gonna have a chance to attack because he's gonna be too far away. You can let him get close, but you gotta make sure you're safe too. If you get close, you pull it out. Sometimes you can get him more exposed after that. But first, let's get our like free first. Let's go back. Guys, this is just like a safe because like you don't know how strong is the other person. Sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you know, but most of the time you don't know how strong is the other person. Sometimes that's the other person's best game. So why are you gonna play his game? You know, maybe it's not your favorite game. If it's your favorite game, okay, you should be doing to him, not him be doing to you, right? Maybe you're just not flexible. So you don't want someone goes to your ankle if you don't have that flexibility. Sometimes not even flexibility, but just like resistance. You just fall there and you have a strong ankle. So just be safe, you know. And you know when that's coming. Right? And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of the position. This is like how someone can surprise you like right off in the beginning. Without having that much grip, you know what I mean? You just break and you think like, oh, I'm break out of his close guard, it goes on your ankle. You're both just apart and then you start to step. You start the mat and step right in his guard and you get yourself entangled. And from that position can come like a calf slice, knee bar, heel hook, toe hold, straight foot lock, and back take. You understand? So that's a lot of like problem they start from that. From like it's just like not a quick reaction, just to let the other person get too close, you know what I mean? But bring it back. If you get a little bit more close to him, now you're gonna have to start to do the same thing, but you're much more close. You're much more like into the fight. When I say into the fight, like you look into something else. You're not just kind of like you're not just kind of far away. You're much close to him. So it means like he can get close to you. You know what I mean? Because now like you're close to him, like he's close to you too. So he can, same way you attack him, he can attack you too. So the point is like I have a knee on belly. Anytime he pushes me away, you know what I mean? No, sorry, just push me away. He can start going man, right? Just be careful, this is he can start going this ankle, right? So he just pushed me away, he starts going man. You feel good, you pass his guard, he goes under your ankle and just pull your ankle. And then now he just starts doing the same thing. So everything like once you feel this, you have to just start get out. You have to just like, don't wait till he starts to lock the position. Just don't wait to like to see he start trap you out so he can start move. So as soon as you feel like, oh, I'm not holding, he's pushing me away, just get out of that, you know. So my point is that as soon as he goes there, you know, just pull yourself out of that. If you can, you don't put that in your belly if you feel the other person maybe can push you out there because there's so much room. The same way how he can push me, which leg over. So there's too much room. If you have a mount on him, it would be the same thing. He can push. There's too much room. Any of those scenarios that like open up too much space between you and him, you're not really kind of like tight on him. You can get in between and just kind of separate like your lower body from your upper body. And now you're gonna have to start doing. You have to start doing like, oh, I'm flexible enough. This guy has a very strong grip on his hand. It's sweaty enough to maybe just slip out, maybe not. So let's just kind of avoid if you feel like the other person has that. He has a good attack on your ankle. So why you wanna risk, you know? Half guard. So half guard. If you start pushing me, start getting too much room over here, I'm getting out towards his head and just get out of there. Because if I get out towards his leg, my feet stay most close to his face. So if I'm in a half guard, he pushed me out. I'm sorry. If I'm in a half guard, he start pushing me. I have to get out there before he gets too close to me. So those positions, like when you feel too comfortable, you don't see that coming, but you're too close to him. Sometimes you feel like, oh, I'm on top. But that doesn't mean you're really on top when he still can attack you and make you tap. So those positions you have to really avoid. I want you guys to just remember that. You guys can drill a little bit, you guys can try and get out, you guys can try and maintain the position. Like if I have a mount on him, I can make the points, I can establish the point. I don't want to be too high over here, I want to stay most flat. I can make the point, but anytime he bump me and start pushing me, if I feel like it's too dangerous, I can get out of there. If I feel like the danger is there, you know what I mean? But I want to just make sure everybody sees that. So who's on bottom? Try to lock down the person in position. Who's on top? Try maybe get out of the position or just tie up the position. Like for example, the knee on belly, you know what I mean? I have the knee on belly. Anytime he reach under my ankle, I can just drop my knees on the floor and don't keep my knee on his belly. So make your choice. Make your choice to stop right away, or if the other person already kind of push you off, just get out of there. Let's go try, guys. Just go back to this position, guys. I have guard position. So I have guard position. I mean, I want to get here, and I was already here. But so over there is too far. If you have if you're being careful about I don't want to test that out. You know what I mean? I don't want to see if the guy has a good an ankle lock attack or heel hook or something like that. I don't want to test it out. So you don't go here. You don't get on top because you're already too close. You know what I mean? So before you get there, you usually start over here. When I say start over here, I have both my knees on the floor. I have done the hook. Maybe he has done the hook. Here, when I have done the hook, I get a little bit distracted. You know, he holds me. I'm right there. So it starts over here. As soon as the person pulls this leg over here, you have a quick reaction. You have a quick reaction to just kind of a sprawl. Or if he pulls you up, you know, you just kind of shoot out of that position. Just skip quick because you don't want to be that open on top of it. Because that's kind of exposed once you on top of a deep half guard. You know. So now let's do a train. Everybody has a partner. One person is going to be responsible just to lock any ankle attack. Just lock. You don't have to make the other person tap. You can try to make the other person tap if you know how, if that's your strength. But I want you guys just lock the other person attack. I want you guys just lock him that. When I say lock, make sure he stays there. You're not making tap because maybe it's not your favorite move. Maybe you don't have the refine of how to finish over there. And that's how to be a good partner, good training partner. You just play the scenario. Just kind of put yourself in the position. You just put yourself in the position to put the other person on that position that he needs to train. Everyone needs to train. Only one person just put the other in any ankle lock attack. But goes there and make the other person feels like he's still in danger. He's close to tap. If the other person is a very high level submission guy, he probably is going to make you tap. So the other person shouldn't feel comfortable with that. But you picture yourself in that position. Just try to lock the other person over there. Only one person, and the other person regular train. If you cannot make the other person, if you cannot attack the other person, keep moving. As soon as you have a chance, put yourself in that scenario. Just so you train the other person, and then later the other person gonna try to train you. He's gonna try do everything to lock your ankle in any submission. Let's go, guys. Get up. I'm here today to film one of my instructors of guard pass with the gi. People believe I have a lot of experience, a lot of world titles in no gi. I also have more world titles in the gi than in no gi. I have 5 world titles with the gi, only the black belt.
And I believe like every time you pass someone's guard, you're much closer to the submission. I want to use all my experience to show you all these details to finish your opponent.